in a small town down in Arkansas, where the river flows. There's a man with a passion that everybody knows. He's got a collection that'll make you stare. Vintage pocket knives laid with tender care.
Howdy, howdy, everybody. Welcome to HT's EDC. Coming at you this Tuesday morning from the back patio with my number one gal over there. And she is just living her best life. Miss Abby. She is at my right-hand side this morning. And we are ready to bring you guys another good one. Hope everybody is doing well. Another collection video, so we got to keep it moving this morning. Quick pocket check today for my What You Totin' MKM magnetic slip. Kind of almost a fixture. Love this thing, obviously. Today we are toting the 1972 red bone copperhead. That's what's going in the pocket today. Love this thing. 72 copperhead. And of course, left pocket, we have our Jesus. We have our pocket cross. And what else? Oh yeah, we got 3 Jolly Ranchers. What flavor we got going here? Look like we got 2 grapes and a green apple. That's what I snagged out of the bag this morning. So anyway, we are going to get back at it, and we are on another, going to be on another People's Choice this morning. People's Choice series. Real quick, again, want to remind everybody just to keep those prayers coming for Florida. It's not looking great. The storm had intensified all the way up to a Category 5. Of course, offshore, it has now went down to a Category 4 or 3, which, okay, that's good. We're going in the right direction. It's good, but it's not good. They're saying now that it's probably going to hit at a 3, Category 3 storm. And the bad thing is, before we were always kind of thinking it would hit about a Category 3 where it touched down at, came on shore, but it would go to a 2 and a 1 really quick when hitting landfall. They are now saying this thing could hit at a 3, still possibly a Category 4, and it may retain Category 3 status all the way across the path of Florida. Not good. Horrible recipe right there, folks. That is going to be a lot of widespread, I hope not, but if that could be a lot of devastation. If that comes to pass and it keeps those strengths. Storm surge, they're saying it's going to be ridiculous. Water flooding. Anyway, not to beat a dead horse, but please keep those folks in your mind. Florida has, and not just Florida. I know I'm not singling them out because I have people there. East Tennessee, the Carolinas, I'm following that. That is some of those stories up there. They're still finding people or haven't found people from those storm. People are still trapped. I'm not by any means lessening what these storms have meant to other places, but doggone, Florida has caught 3 of them now. This is a 3rd one in about, it seems like a month or month and a half that 3 hurricanes have went through the state of Florida, and they are definitely getting their share, and looks like one more on the way. So keep those folks in your prayers. Anyway, all right, on to the show. And real quickly, I cheated somebody yesterday. I did a show yesterday on my muskrats, and I found another small case of knives that I was going through this morning when I was picking out the knives for today's show, and I'm like, doggone, there is 2 more muskrats. So real quickly, not to cheat that person that asked for to see my muskrats, I'm going to show you 2 more real quick that I missed yesterday, and we're gonna get on to today's stuff. Bam! I think this is called Harvest Autumn Bone. Has the shotgun shield. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous muskrat. Case XX, of course. But one of my just best looking, beautiful muskrats in my collection. I'm like, man, I didn't even show this yesterday. I gotta make up for that. So there is that. And real quick, there was one more that I saw, and it is another. Some of the two that I missed were doozies in my collection too. So that's another reason I thought, well, let's just go out there real quick and show them this morning. Check out this. This is a queen in stag. Look at that knotty, gnarly stag on that one. Take you around the back. Look at those deep grooves. This is just an old queen USA muskrat in full stag. Has the easy open notches there. You can see right here on the back side and here on the front to get in there and open those up. But sorry about that, my man, yesterday, but hopefully that made up for it. I did see these this morning. I guess that is a good and a bad problem. I have knives strung out everywhere. Sometimes I miss them. My wife would say that it's just absolutely a bad problem, but anyway, on to today. And a lot of people have been asking me, said, HT, you're all over this hunter herd, that's all we're hearing is hunter herd. What happened to your canoe crew? You just completely crapped on the canoe crew. You don't care about a canoe no more? Au contraire, mon frère. We are going to do my canoes today. This came in, I'll say Brother Magnus. I won't say your last name. Actually, I think it is Mangus. Excuse me if I think it's Brother Mangus is his first name. And he wanted to see, okay, HT, let's see those canoes, Mr. Canoe Crew. How about let's see those? We got you covered. And by the way, I actually have a canoe headed into me. It's not going to make it for obviously for this video. You'll probably see it in a new Knife Day video coming soon. I actually still have canoes coming. I'm still buying canoes, trading for canoes. Well, I have not crapped, all of a sudden crapped on canoes, and I don't love my canoes no more. It is still, listen to my words, my favorite schmedium pocket knife. Smaller to medium, the Canoe is still numero uno in that category, that frame. I love them. They have their place. And let's get at them. We're going to go quick or we'll be here all day. So we're going to tell you the blade steel, who makes them, and we're going to keep it moving. First one, we have a cinnamon bone trapper, and this is a bow trapper, carbon steel from Rough Rider. And this is some of that bone stag, yeah. I don't like that stuff. I'm sorry. I'm not crazy about this fake stag that they do. I thought this was interesting. I didn't have a bow canoe, which what that means is has this real, this bow in it right here in the handle. Yeah, not real crazy about the covers, but this is carbon steel. I don't know if you can see some of the teeners I got. Yeah, there we go. Got some teeners. Definitely have pocketed this one. Just leave, folks. If it's not stag, companies, listen to my voice. If it's not real stag, just leave it bone. Nothing wrong with good, jigged, dyed bone. But when these companies try to make their knives emulate stag, this happens and it is just meh. You disagree with me? Leave it in the comments. If you think that is the most gorgeous covers you've ever seen, good for you. Rough Rider has them. This is still available, but I love everything about it but the covers. So anyway, let's Probably spent way too long on that one. Moving along, another Rough Rider. And get this guy open. And check it out. We have, I call this one the Killer Bee. This is a Rough Rider, and what do they call this? The Wasp series, yeah. This is a Wasp. Very polarizing. We're talking about covers. There's going to be a lot of you that do not care for those covers. I thought it was interesting. Obviously, I didn't have anything else like it in my collection by a long shot. So, yeah, I got sucked in. Again, got those lovely RT bolsters on there that we all love. Not so much. But anyway, this actually is VG10 steel. They did give us an upgraded stainless steel on this one, on this Wasp series. That's kind of cool. So definitely have some polarizing covers on this one, and but you do get some upgraded blade steel. So that is the Wasp Canoe, and that is by, as you can see there very proudly with that RT on it, Rough Rider. Moving along, we have a buck, and I believe this is the little Walmart exclusive. Has the jig bone. What number is this? This is the buck 389. Yep, and I believe this is the little guy, like I said, that Walmart carried in the bone. Beautiful little pocket knife. Is imported. This is not a Buck USA. So all three of these so far have been imported, made in China, and this is one that Buck did have made in China. So got to let y'all guys know that. But I love it. Love this one a lot. The Buck 389. Told y'all I was going to go fast. What else here? Oh, yeah, this is a good one. And we're going to break back into Americana now. And this is going to be some good old Remington USA. Get that fixed up for y'all. Look a little prettier. And that, folks, is what I mean. Let me show you something. That is beautiful, deep cut, deep valleyed, gorgeous stag. The real McCoy. Not that. This, do you guys think that this looks like that? I don't, and I don't have the best eyes in the world, but this is what we're going after. This is the real deal Holyfield right here, and this is, yeah, so just had to show y'all what I'm talking about. This is the good stuff. This is Stag. Remington USA has this pretty hunting scene on there. You guys can see the mountains and the trees in the background. Has a big whitetail buck on it. Again, usually not a big etching fan, but man, oh man, is that done right. That is a scene. I mean, that is like art that they did on this blade. So I can almost, I'm okay with that one. That is really nice. Of course, goes with a theme. We have stag on the covers, you know, and they show a white-tailed deer. So definitely see what they're going for. Got a little, what I call a broomstick pin on this guy. Honestly, I like the thicker, little thicker pin blades. This is what I call a broomstick. It is what it is. Wish that was a little broader, little more substance to the secondary blade, but definitely make up for it on this nice, gorgeous spear point and the awesome stag. But that is a Remington USA Canoe. All right, what else? Let's do another buck real quick. And this will be another Buck 389, just a different style. Again, these are made in China. And if you see what I mean, see what I'm talking about on that secondary blade, how this one's a little thicker, you can say, well, that ain't too much HT. There's actually some that are even thicker than this one, but we are getting a little more substance, a little more blade on this pen blade on something like this. I do love what I do love on these bucks. Check out that high. That is actually a hollow grind. Y'all can see that right here. It starts up there right underneath that nail nick, and it hollows all the way down. Very good slicey little spear point on this. And this one is in, I believe that is rosewood, rosewood covers. I could be wrong. That could be in their diamond wood, meant to look like rosewood or something, but wood-ish, if it's not true wood, wood-ish covers on this one. Very attractive knife. Love it. Another buck $3.89 Canoe. And moving on. Got this one from a buddy of mine in a horse trade. You guys know him as 865 Knives, Brother Aaron. Bam. And this one is kind of polarizing. This is supposed to be what Case is calling their pine cone. And I could see a little bit, you know, how that looks like, you know, the frills on a pine cone. But honestly, it kind of looks like a vertebrae or a fish scale to me, like some kind of skeleton. You guys see that? Like the spine or skeleton? Is that just me or am I crazy? But I see like fish scale or something in that. But that is supposed to emulate a pine cone. And that would be another one. You either love it or hate it. There's probably not going to be a lot of middle ground on there. I think it's cool. I do. It's definitely unique. And again, here's another example. Here's a better example. Now, that's what I like to see on these secondary blades. That is pretty well broad. That is a good, usable, useful secondary blade. That will open packages. That will do your small task stuff really well. Got enough meat on here. Yeah, that is a good little blade. Good secondary blade. But anyway, the Case XX Pinecone Canoe. Okay, we might as well stay on Case. I see another one here. And get this guy open. I actually almost put this in my pocket today to carry that, but that copperhead wore out. This was one I was thinking about this morning about toting. And this is the Case Natural Bone Carbon Steel. Probably see some teeners on that. Check. Oh yeah, there you go. There's those snozzberries. Sun's just hitting that right. See all those purples and yellows and blues and all kind of stuff going on there. But just a smooth white, actually it's just natural bone. So no dyed whatsoever. Just simple and clean, good old white bone in carbon steel. Case Natural Bone Canoe. And moving on, we have, this one was another gift from Brother Terry over at Terry's Knives and Man Stuff. Good old HT red going on here. Check that out. Very, very good looking. I think they may call this pick bone. I know it is definitely bone, red jig bone. Is that what they call the pick bone? Maybe not. But it is very cool. Has the half stops on this. Very nice half stops. Rough Rider, red bone canoe. Again, got those nice, lovely RT bolsters on there, but still a very good looking piece. And Thank you for that, Brother Terry. Moving on. This one is going to look very similar to one I showed earlier, but I will show you. This is the one I showed you earlier, a Remington in the full stag. Well, this is, they were, I'm sure, made by the same people. These guys, this is Camillus USA, which also made this knife. Let's just close this thing up. I mean, from afar, they almost look identical. They were made at the same place, but this is Camillus, and this is faux stag. This is Stagallon. Now, Stagallon, you're gonna say I'm contradicting myself here. Stagallon is a Delrin. It is plasticky, if you will. It is definitely a composite. I'm okay with that. That looks a lot more natural to me than this. That is bone that they have tried to make look like stag. Well, this is just a synthetic that they have tried to make look like stag, and it is a hell of a lot closer. It just is. This looks a heck of a lot closer to that than this. Anyway, Stagallon I'm okay with. If you think that is contradictory, they are not dancing around. It is a synthetic. It is a synthetic faux stag, but it is not bone that they're trying to make look like stag. To me, that just doesn't work. This stuff, again, does it look like stag? It does from afar, but as soon as you get it, the feel of it and all, it's not real stag, but I'm okay with it. It's done really well. This Stagallon, I have a lot of knives in Stagallon, and I enjoy them. At least it looks like the real thing. This does not look like the real thing, no way, shape, or form. But, I mean, if you could do bone stag, and I suppose you made it look good, if it really fooled somebody or halfway could fool somebody, then so be it. But 90% of the stuff that is made in bone that they try to make look like stag is hot miss. But anyway, Camillus, back to this. This is a Camillus made, which again is the same folks that Remington used to make this in faux stag and Stagallon. And I love this little knife. I do. I like it a lot. Camillus USA Stagallon Canoe. And we have one more here. Another gift from a good buddy of mine. And this little gemstone, Case XX, got the American flag shield on it. Good old HT red. This was sent over to my good buddy, I call him T-Bone, Brother Travis up there in Tennessee. Travis, the case guy. And yeah, this is red Delrin, and I love it with the American shield. Again, my color. He knew that, and he wanted to, this was a gift he sent along when I was kicking off the Canoe crew. And thank you, Brother Travis, for this one. I love this. Great knife here. And that is the Case American flag red synthetic. I have one more here, and we will wrap this thing up. This is not a true Canoe, but this is an HT. I say it is the one you guys have heard me call the Buckanoo, and I'm going to show you why. Look at those. Now I can kind of show you with canoes out here. With this thing closed, look at that chassis. There's a true Canoe. There's this guy. Granted, it's longer, but look at those bolsters. Look at the swoop. Look at the lines. It's just a big Canoe. I call it the Canoe. This is an honorable mention. It is not theoretically a canoe knife. It is a locking knife from Buck USA. This is the Buck 532, and it is called the Buck Lock. But on my channel, it is affectionately known as the Canoe. Love this thing. This is one that I had sought out for a long time, the 532 for my collection. Finally found this a few months ago. Me and Dwayne found this at a gun and knife show we went to, and it was kind of the highlight of my day. Check out this file work here on the inside of those liners. The back has some cool little file work on it. Wood covers. Yeah, and it is a mid back lock, so that definitely strays away from most canoes right there. But this is why I say a canoe. That is a canoe frame if I ever seen one, and we are going to call it the 532 Canoe. Anyway, folks, Mangus, I think I'm saying your name right. Mangus, buddy, that was for you. You wanted to see my canoe collection and rep the good old canoe crew. Anybody didn't get one of these stickers, I still have some. Hit me up on email. We can get you out a canoe crew. Again, same criteria. Shoot me an email and send me at least one picture of a canoe that you tote. You're in the crew. I will get you fixed up. But anyway, we're going to let y'all guys go. Thank y'all for watching. Again, pray for Florida. Pray for those folks. And it may turn out that there's more states than Florida affected by this when it goes up that coastline there, the Atlantic coastline. This could affect Georgia, the Carolinas again, but it's bearing down on Florida, and it looks like Florida is going to get smacked in the mouth. So let's just pray for God's mercy and to be with those folks. And yeah, till we see you on the next one, I love you. Me and Abs, we're out.
Buck knives gleaming under that old porch light. He'll tell their stories deep into the night. Reviews and torture tests, it's a sight to see. HGZDC.